Hey, this is Max. Welcome back to another CSR2 video. I am here with Technicalities and we are live racing, but this live racing has a particular set of rules, and following these same rules, I am going to do a live stream live racing challenge where you can come and win my in-game cash. Oh, now it's getting interesting, right? So what are the rules? Well, what he and I are doing is we are racing in the 10-second bracket. But we have a rule here that if you run under 10.000, you lose. This is like real life bracket racing where there is a hard cutoff that you cannot run faster than. So the goal here isn't to necessarily run 9s. The goal here is to run as close as possible to 10.0. Now, how would beating me work? Well, the rule is you must run against me and 1, beat me at the end of the track, and 2, not run faster than 10.000. If you do, I don't pay. But if you beat me and you didn't run under 10, I will give you 200K on the next race. So you should keep track if you won, because I'm going to re-challenge you and you should raise money. If you forget to, what I'll do is I'll challenge you again on the next race, and then you can raise the money. But the point here is that you can't collect your money if you forget to raise on the next race. I'm not paying you on the first race because we don't know who's going to win. That also applies against me, right? It wouldn't be fair if I can run 9s and you can't. So if I run under 10.000, even if you were behind me, I lose. And therefore, I pay you 200,000. So this is going to be Win Max's Money Challenge, bracket style. Because the game, CSR2, really is set up almost perfectly for bracket racing, which exists in real life. And I think by putting a hard cutoff, it changes the dynamic of the game between us. Instead of you tuning to beat Dino by a huge amount just so you could beat me, now you have to tune to get as close as possible for your car to hit 10.0 without running under it. And not only that, you are now going to set up your car and run me, but don't forget, you still have to matchmake with me in the lobby, meaning we may actually be in the 10.1, 10.2 lobby, but neither one of us can run under 10.0, but we still want to run close to 10.0. So a little bit of tuning, a little bit of practice, maybe a little bit of running in live to set your lobby so you're ready to find me when the time comes. But if you do find me in live during the live stream and we race, I will have moderators help me out to keep track. We're going to record everything so there's no argument who won, and then if you win, I pay. It's 200,000 a shot. So at least we'll be racing twice, once to determine who won and the second time for me to pay you. In order to make it fair for everybody and not have one guy basically take my whole pot, I'm not going to repeatedly race you if there are other people ready to go. So what we're going to do is we're going to see who can make it in, and when they do, we'll race them. But we will keep track who are some of the biggest winners against me, because eventually, when the stream is about to end, there will be a cutoff time where whatever's left in the pot goes to the final guy who's beaten me the most. So there's going to be a little bit of tracking to do and a little bit of work for all of us to kind of work through the bugs in the game. Now, because display changes between players, we have to, unfortunately, in order to make this work right, we have to rely on my screen times. Meaning, even if on your screen you show a 10.001, but on my screen it shows a 9.999, I would have to count that as a loss. And the reverse is true as well. On my screen, if I show a 10.002, but on your side it shows a 9.999, unfortunately, we're going to rely on my screen for the purpose of that particular race, because I can't see your screen, I can only see mine, and my screen will be available for everyone to see. So there's a little bit of glitchy handicap there that might be possible, but hey, you can't lose, because if you lose against me, you don't have to put up any money towards my end. This is purely my offer to various players in the game to kind of take a little bit of my cash and have some fun. That's why I am doing this, and that's why I am racing with Eclavia to try to figure out the dynamics of this and whether this will work out well. As you can see, he's destroying me right now in his NSXR, but in my defense, I actually tweaked down my car a little bit in order for him to find me, so I am not on my optimal setup. Yes, that is my excuse, and I'm sticking to it. But anyway, the other advantage of setting up this kind of a challenge is there are no limitation on cars. You find a car you like to drive and you're comfortable with, and you bring it. Because we are talking about a time bracket only. We don't care whose car is how set up and what. If you can matchmake with me and you can run under 10 or slightly over 10 consistently, you'll probably win quite a bit of my money. But I'll be happy to see it because I want you to tune, set up, and then come and meet me. And I think we're all going to have a great time. Because at the end of this, when Eclavia and I kind of reviewed the challenge and what we did, he agreed that it was actually fun. Because it takes away the whole sandbagging. It takes away the whole, oh man, he might be tuned to beat me anyway. None of that. We are here to win heads up and as close as possible to that 10. Now you can sandbag, nothing says you can't, but you better know how to control that little bit of extra time if you're sandbagging. So bottom line, it's a skill challenge with a cutoff bracket that determines whether I pay you or not, but nonetheless it'll be a fun way for all of us to kind of race each other in one particular bracket during a particular set of time. So this video is really just to kind of set this up, put this idea out there, and see how many people are interested. Please, if you are interested, one, put your IGN in the comments and let me know what's your preferred time frame for something like this. It'll have to be on a weekend, it'll probably be on a Saturday, and it will most likely be during the middle of the day because that's where most people's times from all over the world can kind of coincide and still work out. So let me know your interest. If I have enough players that are definitely going to want to participate, I think we can basically do a test run of this and then have some fun with this in a live stream situation. I am also going to challenge Danny Lightning to something like this. Now that I've raced Eclavia, I think Denny will be interested in messing around with this a little bit as well. So expect another video coming up. Now, right now I'm doing a lot of talking because I want you to ignore the fact that I'm losing more than I'm winning here. I'm actually losing money here. I don't know how much money I've lost, but I've lost quite a bit. And I'm sure behind his screen, Eclavia is currently smiling, going, yes, I got this guy. Look at him losing left and right. Okay, so we're both having a great time. This is going to be a fun event. So again, let me know your IGN, your interest, so we can get a list of people together. Remember, technical difficulties will happen during the live stream with matchmaking. So you're probably going to want to pre-test where your car falls in the lobby, and note that my car that I'm going to set up will probably end up in the 10.0 to 10.2 range lobby, and there might be some lobby jumping for you to actually find me. Now, Eclavia and I actually found each other after a few attempts, and I had to tweak my car a little bit to make sure the two of us can actually end up in the lobby. So nonetheless, it's going to be an interesting challenge. It's a little bit of tuning, a little bit of driving skill, a little bit of luck to find me, but a lot of money on the line. Now, how big is the pot that I'm willing to put up? Well, I'm thinking somewhere between 5 to 10 million in-game cash I'm going to put up for this event. So it is going to be a decent pot. You're not going to come in half an hour into this and I'm going to tell you, I'm sorry, I gave the money away already. Okay, if we all know it takes a while, even at 200k bets, to race and take up 5-10 million. So please let me know your interest. Come and join me. I'm looking forward to this. I will give it at least one season before I actually do it. Here's why: because we have an update coming, and if we're not on the same updates, we can't race each other. And two, I'm hoping Natural Motion will fix some more of these bugs before we get into actually doing this. So that is my live racing challenge that I'm putting out there to you. Again, the rules are written. I have placed this throughout the video, but I'm repeating it once again here. Please comment on this, let me know your interest so I know this is worth doing. And then once we finalize a date, I will give advance notice to everybody that is interested on my channel. So you're going to want to have your bell notification on and be a subscriber, because you'll definitely get that notification, or have a friend who's a subscriber tell you. All are welcome. This is an open challenge to everybody. So please let me know, and I'm looking forward to meeting you in live during the live stream. As always, thank you, and I'll catch you next time.